Canton has the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Atlanta, the College Football Hall of Fame, and now, coming to the beautiful city of Brook Park in Ohio, the National High School Football Hall of Fame, a 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art interactive experience dedicated to the legends who started it all in high school. From legendary quarterback Bernie Kosar and the two-time parade All-American running back Marcus Dupree to the iconic Coach Paul Brown and the future Hall of Famer Patrick Mahomes. This is where the journey begins. Since 2023, we have enshrined over 100 inductees, and every year, Brook Park will host the red carpet star-studded Hall of Fame induction weekend. Let's explore our signature attractions, the halls of honor, from high school to the NFL, the quarterback room, the coach's corner, and more. Train like the greats at the Hall of Fame Football Academy. Then grab a bite at the Touchdown Cafe, along with a 500-seat mixed-use theater, plus classrooms and offices. It's not just a Hall of Fame. It's a hub for education, inspiration, and community, bringing over 250,000 visitors annually. The National High School Football Hall of Fame will be one of the world's premier sports destinations, where football legends live forever. 150 years ago, a game began that would unite communities, inspire young athletes, and create a legacy that continues to shape the very fabric of high school sports today.
And it matters to the individual communities that make up the towns and the cities and the villages. And I'll accept that pro football was born here, but high school football lives here. And that's a huge difference, between where you were born and where you live. And it thrives here. It matters to people, not just the participants. It matters to the student body. It matters to the booster clubs. It matters to the communities and the parents and the grandparents. It's important. It matters.
And this weekend, Nate was inducted into the National High School Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, with the red jacket there. That is also home to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Still waiting on that invitation. The high school one honors the legacy of exceptional athletes, coaches, and contributors to high school football while fostering the growth of young talent and inspiring the next generation. And this year, 30 men were inducted.
I stopped playing high school football, over 20 years ago. So to be here and be recognized for my efforts way back in the 90s, it really is special. And to share the stage with some absolute legends, not just the players, the coaches, the legacy that they have left behind. It's pretty cool.
Well, Texas high school football is a different kind of football. I mean, that's a religion in Texas. We won a state championship. We won the first state championship in Sealy High. It was fantastic. I think people ask me about my pro career, my college career, but I say, man, that high school career was great. In those days, sometimes I wish I could go back just for one game.
Growing up in Jeanette and being taught, you hear a lot of these guys, we're talking about their high school and how it sets the foundation. Well, I think high school sets the foundation for, what's to become. It's a ladder of success. Sometimes it could be failure, but I think it sets, who you're going to be and the type of player, type of person you're going to be starting in high school.
High school football, we talk about it all the time. I think it's the most fun you ever have in your life. You're playing with your buddies. You're playing against schools that you participate. You run track against them. You play basketball against them, the same guys. It's interesting. Almost 1 million young men are playing high school football. 15,000 schools play high school football. And this is other interesting. Of those 15,000, just 6.5% move on to play college football. So high school football is where the action is.
It's the foundation. Fork Union really held you accountable to your daily habits every moment. The time that you woke up to the time that you went to sleep. It was a high standard of excellence. And I learned quickly, if I was going to survive, I needed to get with the program, and that's carried over into my everyday life, and what I've been able to do after the game of football was a huge impact on my life, and I'm so appreciative for that.
It's an honor to be inducted into the inaugural National Football High School Hall of Fame. I had a great experience playing high school football. I got to play with all my friends, that I grew up with. I love my high school coaches. I have a great relationship with a lot of my high school teammates. We still talk about our high school playing days. So it's a great institution, and really honored to be going in with my family in this class, and really appreciate the honor.
It's amazing as many high school football players as they've been in this country, and to be in the first class is certainly a huge, huge honor. It's even more of an honor when you look at some of the other folks that are coming in. You know, I think about the name Jim Brown in particular, because Jim Brown was the guy who was my hero when I was growing up.
To be able to go in with people like Jim Brown, Archie Manning, Peyton Manning, even though I know them all my life, their mom is from Philadelphia, Mississippi, which is ironic and good too. But just to be in the first class, there'll never be a first class again. So that's most special to me, and being the first class for a National High School Hall of Fame and being up here in Canton and be able to say, Mama, I made it.
This facility will be the cornerstone of the Hall of Fame, a place where history meets the future, where athletes of all levels find inspiration, and where communities come together to celebrate the spirit of high school football. Together, we can ensure that the next 150 years of high school football are even greater than the last. Thank you for being part of this journey. Let's make history together.